while we are waiting, I'm going to pick a card from this lovely Monology Oracle cards and see what the card suggests that we should know about. So let's play. Let's play a little while we are waiting a few more minutes. Okay, so I spread the cards in front of me. Take a deep breath. Oh. Let's see. So, a new start is coming. A new start is coming. Yes, that's so true. A new start of this masterclass is just about to begin. Amazing, is it? Isn't it? It's all in the cards. Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If you're in Ireland, it's 1 o'clock, and I'd like to say very welcome to this wonderful masterclass this afternoon. Thank you for spending your lunchtime with me. And I know some of you already told me they would like to watch the recording, so that's why we are recording this, so you can watch it in your own time, or you can share it with your friends, family, or whomever you would love to share this information and knowledge, who you think should listen to this knowledge, information, and could benefit from. So this is a Zen Zone. That's another masterclass, the second masterclass on how to stay calm and sane naturally while you are thriving in corporate environment. My name is Andrea Reger, and today is the 31st of August. And if you're all agree, let's get started. So, as I mentioned to you, this is the second masterclass, and I'm not sure why this is not working now, but let me see if it's working. Yeah, working. Of the 6 masterclass series. So I'm planning to have one masterclass online every single month between last month and Christmas. And I'm going to, and I have been and will be sharing secrets how to stay calm and sane naturally while you're also focused on your career, focused on your development, and focused on your future. And you can do everything together without using any harmful stimulants, medication, or reaching the point of burnout, because burnout is coming very hidden. You might not recognize it until it's almost too late. So this is what I'd like to help you with, and that's my gift to you, this free online masterclass. So I hope you will enjoy it. Again, my name is Andrea Reger. I just qualified from the Irish School of Homeopathy after studying there for almost 5 years, and I'm now licensed homeopath. I also have a master's degree in human resource management and a bachelor's degree in teaching. So in my background, I have always supported and helped people. I taught them, I encouraged them, and I supported them to achieve their dream job, their dream goals in life. And now I'm supporting them to reach everything they want while they are also taking care of themselves, their own health, well-being, and happiness, to become the best version of themselves they possibly can be. So, like, in a nutshell, I'm a holistic consultant now, and I'm a happiness and wellness coach as well, a mentor, a teacher, and a leader. And if you'd like to know more about me, let me know, and I can share the link with you of the first masterclass where I introduce myself in a lot more detail. Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Or by the way, you can read about me on my website as well, www.archireland.com, and you can visit my page on LinkedIn too. But today, I'd like to go into a little bit deeper about the holistic approach when it comes to wellness and well-being. But before we talk about the agenda, I'd like to say 2 things. First of all, happy first day of school day. I don't know where you are watching it from, when the school starts, but today is the first day back for most school age kids. So the school started today. I have two school age kids, and they were so happy this day has come. So was I, by the way. And they happily went into school. They are meeting their friends now and chatting and sharing what happened to them in the summertime. So it was a very, very pleasant day for us. But I also recognize, and I also know from my immediate environment and also from my clients, that it can be an extremely stressful time for so many other people, kids and parents as well. So anxiety and all the stress and nervousness, tension, and even depression can come on very heavily for some people. And the good news is that you are now know that people, your kids, and anybody who needs help with can be helped, can be given a natural remedy to give them the support they need in those changes, transitions that's happening in their life, the new start, the first day of a new school year. And the second thing I'd like to highlight is that today is a special day for another reason as well. Today is a blue moon, a full moon, which is blue. You probably heard the saying, once in a blue moon. Yes, it is coming from the fact that blue moon, blue full moon, happens very rarely. Approximately every 2 to 3 years, which means that two full moons happening in the same calendar month. So on the 31st of August, which is today, at 2:30-ish in the morning Irish time, there was a second full moon in the same month of August. So this is a wonderful opportunity for so many things. It's an invitation from life, from the energies, to surrender the flow, to let things happen the way how it should be. It's an opportunity to think about what's holding you back and possibly put down those weights that keeping you down and release yourself from those thoughts, from those illusions, from those negative talk that you keep telling yourself, that story on repeat in your brain that's telling you that what you can't do, or all the negativity. This is an opportunity for you now today to get rid of that illusion, that negative thought, to let your soul, your wonderful energy to rise and to the next level and see what you can really truly achieve in life and how you can be the happiest and healthiest version of yourself. So wonderful day today. And again, thanks for being here. And here is the agenda for today. So I'm going to make a deeper introduction to homeopathy to you. And after that, I will also introduce the top 3 homeopathic remedies for burning pain. So that's the main topic for today, the hot topic, should I say. And towards the end, it's going to be the options and the different special offers that I will offer you today. So we're going to keep it very short, very sweet, very comfy. It's just us anyway, right? Okay. So, and the question and answers at the end, of course. So why do I do this masterclass? So in addition to the fact that I can do it because I enjoy doing it, honestly, I so much enjoying teaching people, helping people. I always have people and always supported them throughout my whole life and career to become the better version of themselves. I encourage them, taught them, and empower them to go after their dream job, to apply for the job, or to learn what they really would like to acquire in form of knowledge. So I'm here today to empower you, to teach you, and to support you. And I'm doing it completely from my heart, from the reason that I really, really would like to expand the knowledge, the information that I wish I had known when I needed this information a decade before, and I didn't. So now that I have the knowledge and the skills and experience, it would be just too sad to keep everything for myself. So I'm happy and very, 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 very pleased to be here. And thank you so much for listening to it. Okay. And I also would like to build courage in you to speak up and get help. If you feel that you don't deserve something because there are other people who suffer more, other people who have bigger pains, other people who have more reasons than you to get help and attention and support and love and care, please, please know and hear it now that I'm saying it to you, that you do deserve that love, pay, and attention. And this is something that once you acknowledge and once you accept, your heart is going to open for all the gifts, all the receivings, and you will be able to come up and step up to your next phase in your life, which is going to be a happier and healthier place to be. Also, this will help you to move from being a silent victim to a confident leader of your own life. There's so many external things happening out there that we have no control over whatsoever. So instead of just being at home quietly and just obeying everything that's being said or told and just being the yes man, just make sure that you understand, you go after, and you do your research about your own life, your own health, your own wellness. Gather that information and make the own version, customized version for yourself that works for you. I understand that it can be a bit overwhelming because we are living in an era where through technology there's a lot of information and we don't even know which one pertains to us and which one we can benefit from, and sometimes it can be very confusing. But that's what I like to empower you with. Be brave enough to say, this is not for me, or this is for me, and I'm going to try. And the last but not least, I'd like you to step up and move on from trying all the time to thriving, because there are things out there that works. There are things out there that you can use immediately and see an immediate improvement to your very own life and health and happiness, but also to the life, health, and happiness of people around you. It can be your partner, your kids, your pets, your parents, your colleagues, your friends. No matter what we are talking about, the environment also, everybody around you, your circle is going to benefit from you feeling better, from you thriving and doing it naturally. So that's why I'm here. That's what I do these master classes. That's what I love to show up and share this with you. And why did I decide? Why am I offering the knowledge on burning pains and desires? So there are a number of reasons for that. So burning acute pains like bee, spider, or jellyfish stings are very common. I tell you a story. I just walked the dog outside the other day and I just bent forward to pick up something, rubbish or whatever it was. And I just felt a thing in my head, here in my skull. And I was like, what's that? It's not even a big season, because a couple of years ago in Ireland, there was a summer I remember that there were a lot of bees everywhere. But this summer wasn't really too bad. So I didn't know what that very sharp sting feeling pain was. And the minute I lifted my head, I saw a bee was flying away. I was like, oh my God, I got just stung by a bee. So I just rushed back into the house and I took my remedy. And it was just, again, an amazing feeling of feeling relieved from the pain pretty much immediately. So knowing what to do, what remedies are for what kind of ailments will empower you greatly to help you and your loved ones immediately. Spider stings, like no matter how clean your house is, like how spiders are so common and they crawl into the bed. Like, let's not even talk about that. But like my daughter is being stung by spiders, like little house spiders, very often, to be honest. And because she's like, I don't know, loved by the spiders, very little ones. And after the pill, she gets relief from itching and burning pain. Jellyfish sting. I don't know about you, but I love going into the Irish water, Irish sea. That's one of my things, immerse deep into the cold water just gives me a lot of health benefit. But that's a different topic now. However, I couldn't really go, or most people can't really go or don't want to go during the jellyfish season, which is normally the summertime when the weather is actually the nicest to go into the water. So if you're afraid from of being stung by the jellyfish, you can have a remedy with you. And when it happens, you just take one and the pain is going to be eased pretty much immediately. Mosquito bites, if you're traveling to a different country where mosquito bites are very common, it's very, very easy to manage those types of pains as well. Any blisters from burns, from scalds can also be helped by homeopathic remedies immediately. Sunburn, if you're back from your lovely summer holidays, or if you're planning to go on a last minute late summer holidays, just remember that homeopathic remedies could give you great relief if your skin gets burned from the sun. Any animal bite, not just spider or jellyfish, can be helped with homeopathic remedies. And last but not least, I promise you, and I'm going to tell you a bit more about the urinary tract infections, which most women, actually all women I have spoken to or met, I think has experienced UTI at some stage in their life. This is just so common. It like really happens to everyone. So knowing that you can help yourself very easily with natural remedies that actually work. I mean, I wish I had known about that 10 years ago. And that's really true and tested. And not just for myself, but all of my clients whom I've been working with and supporting reported exactly the same thing. So burning pains, as we spoke about, that very common in everyday situations. And as I mentioned, in my practice as well. And we also can talk about or think about the burning desires. So what kind of burning desires? What do you feel restless about? What's keeping you up all night? What is it that you want to solve or focus on in your focus or get to? Because these are the things that you should pay attention to. These are the hints, hidden gems in your life where you are heading to. Back in 2006, finding a solution, a natural solution for my son was one of my burning desires. I needed a natural solution and I did find it. And exactly 2 years ago, I just kind of surrendered and I let, just things unfold the way they should be when I met ceremonial cacao. And the calling from Guatemala, from the land of ceremonial cacao, was so strong that I was on the plane 2 months later, heading to Guatemala for a whole week into the jungle and immerse myself into this wonderful natural environment and heal from the plant, the cacao plant itself, and the drink. So if you have this kind of physical burns and emotional, mental, spiritual burns, you can find a way to support your system to go back to the balance and also to thrive beyond that. Okay, so now we move on and I'll do a little recap on what is homeopathy that we kind of touched or started talking about in the first masterclass. And then I give you a bit more information on that. So first of all, on the picture, there is Samuel Hahnemann. He's a medical doctor from the 1800s, and he is a father of homeopathy. And homeopathy itself can be defined as a holistic approach where like cures like. So if you have a symptom, you use something, a remedy, that would cause the same symptom for someone who doesn't have that symptom. Right? It's a completely different way of thinking to our orthodox mind, the very traditional medicine. It's an opposite, and it takes time to not fully understand, but just a little bit, get into the different logic to it. So the holistic approach, homeopathy, considers the person as a whole. So it treats the individual rather than a diagnosed disease or a single organ. So many people been in touch with me since the last masterclass, and they were like, I'm going to make an appointment once I have my diagnosis. So that's again a very important and obviously surprising information. In order to have a homeopathic consultation, you don't have to have a diagnosis. Diagnosis is very good to have, but it doesn't have to have in order to start treatment for you as a whole holistic individual. Okay. So another great thing about homeopathy and the holistic approach is that it's completely side effect free, and it's very gentle, and it restores the patient's health as efficiently and as permanently as possible. So it really gives you a good chance to go back to the best version of yourself, which is in line to your age, which is in line to your lifestyle, which is in line to where you are in your life, and help you. Okay? And it's been used for so long. So homeopathy was very well known and used by Hippocrates even. But in the 1800s, we can thank Samuel Hahnemann, who was a German medical doctor, as I mentioned, to make it more popular and make it more widely known and used. Okay, and as we've seen from the introductory slide, it can be used for both acute and chronic conditions as well. And it is safe for all ages. Unlike the orthodox, unlike the traditional medicine, which you probably remember, you can't really administer to newborn babies or pregnant women or elderly people with loads of different pathologies. Homeopathy, on the other hand, can be given to any age, is to any conditions, because it's gentle. And we need to find a way how we can work it. There are lots of different methods or lots of different approaches in terms of strength, for example, or repetition and so on, in order to make sure that we support the person as an individual in a customized way, the best possible way. Okay? All right. So the basics of the treatment. So homeopathy works with the body's response to illness, and the remedies are prescribed according to the symptoms. So that's why it's very important that although it's useful to know the name of the disease, it's not necessary in order to start a homeopathic treatment. Because what we want, what we are looking to is, what is your response to the illness? And we will adjust the remedies and the approach to that medical treatment in line with your own customized, unique response to the symptoms. So it's very, very important to understand. Also, one remedy can be used to treat several ailments. And that again goes back to the fact that we don't treat ailments, we treat the person holistically. So if you have a headache, you come to me for your headache. I give you a very natural homeopathic remedy for your headache. And you could be surprised that your UTI is gone, your appetite increases or decreases, whatever way your complaints could have been about. You could be more energetic and so on. And you didn't even, wanted to address that, but that remedy could have addressed everything else and supported your own general vital force and brought it up to the next level. Okay, and the next is one ailment may need to be treated with different remedies in different patients. So if you have a headache, I'm just staying in this example, and you go to the pharmacist, right? You're going to be given paracetamol. If your neighbor has a headache, he or she is going to be given the same paracetamol. No difference. If you come to me as a homeopath, I most likely, I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the time, I will prescribe you a different homeopathic remedy for your headache than I would prescribe it to your neighbor, even though it's kind of the same headache. Again, because you have a different background, a different makeup, a different history, a different ailment. So this is very complex, okay? But we want to keep it simple, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I'd like to give you a little bit of insight what's happening in a homeopathic consultations, because most people wouldn't have experienced this in their life. They either been only to a GP, which we all know is a very short, very quick consultation. Sometimes it can be 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't think it lasts more than 20 minutes anyway. Or some people might have experienced some consultation appointment with a psychologist or a psychiatrist. And that's in the people's mind, or, if you experience that, is a nice room, the clock set for 60 minutes, you lay down or sit down and you talk. At the end of the consultation, you are given a prescription. So basically, homeopathic consultation is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but it's something very extra combination of everything. So first of all, the first homeopathic consultation, the initial consultation, can last even an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on the layers, the severity of the pathology that you have. What is your complaint, what you need help with, and what is the history behind those presenting complaints. So for a child, it's more likely the consultation will last around 1 hour, because obviously there is less information or history. But for like an elderly people or somebody, as I said again, have more deeper pathology, could last even up to 2 hours, the first consultation. And what's happening in the first consultation? So it can happen, by the way, in person or online as well. It's great, especially since the pandemic. So many people realize that we don't need to be physically in the same room. However, it can be very useful sometimes. So it can be, as I said, adjusted to people's needs. And this is a wonderful way to make sure that the treatment is customized to what you need. And that's another way how we can customize whether or want you meet in person or online. And we start talking. You will start sharing information as much as you'd like to, as much as you need help with, and as much as you are ready to share at that point in time. So nothing is forced. It's not an interrogation. But at the same time, obviously, there are leading questions as well, which could be very important or useful for a homeopath to know. But again, there's nothing forced on you to share if you're not ready to share any information or any depth of the information. So what we are talking about is mainly what's there, what's bothering you the most, what do you need help with right here, right now. Any physical symptoms or signs, any emotional things, how are you feeling, what's affecting you, why does it bother you, or how does it interfere with your life? any mental things, any spiritual thing. So we go through all those layers, any rare, any peculiar, any unusual. And these are the things that we go through. We also go through the background. What happened? Was there anything that might have triggered that sign or symptoms to appear? Was there any trauma recently or in the past? Was there any bereavement? Or something might have happened that you can pinpoint that you have never been well since that event happened. Maybe it was a death in your family, or it was a vaccination, or it was a travel, or it was an accident. Whatever happened in the past could have triggered a lot of things. And if we can pinpoint to that event, it could give us a lot of clue which remedy would support you the most. Menopause, glandular fever, and so on. Okay, aggravations. So we also talk about what are the conditions that makes your symptoms worse. What is it that would make the pain more intense or more unbearable? Is there any time of the day, for example, in the morning maybe when your headache is stronger, or maybe in the evening time? We also talk about what gives you relief when your symptoms improve. Maybe your headache goes when you go into a hot bath, or your headache could go when you go into a cold, icy Irish tea. These are very important information, can differentiate between one remedy over another one. So these are the modalities, the conditions where what we discuss in order to make sure that we give you the most suited remedy to your own personal makeup. Okay, we also talk about general symptoms, like what's your reaction to your environment? How do you like heat? How do you tolerate cold? What kind of weather you prefer? And we also talk about what you like, what you dislike. That's actually the part where I get a lot of smiles from my clients. Why is it important that I like egg? Or why is it important I like chocolate? Believe me, it's important. Also, what you dislike, it's very important. Something might have happened, that you just can't stand cheese, or you can't stand cabbage, or whatever it is. And on the other hand, you might be craving a lot of sugar or a lot of, other stuff that would give us an indication what kind of remedy would work very well to you. We also look at things that is this headache symptoms, whatever you have, is coming on regularly? Is there any periodic pattern in it? Any frequency? And we can establish that pattern. And again, that gives a very, very good clue. We also go into a little bit of the background of your family, like has any illness, has any disease appeared in both sides of your family that you might have inherited. So you could be more susceptible to manifest those illnesses with time. And these are very, very information. It takes time. So that's why we do it in a nice, relaxed environment over an hour to 2 hours. Okay, in terms of the remedies, so homeopathic remedies is still a lot of mystery. There was a movie, or maybe still is, on Netflix called Magic Pill. So homeopathic remedies look like that little balls, the little white balls, and it's often referred as magic pills because literally there is no material in it. So whatever they are making the remedy from, it's the energy that this little ball carries. It's not the material of the original source of the remedy. So these holistic homeopathic remedies, and by the way, all of them look like this, or they can be a liquid format as well, when we dissolve in alcohol and water and just administer in a drop format. So these remedies can be made and prepared from minerals, plants, and different animals like fish, insects, snakes, and also different disease cells and healthy cells as well, from human body or also animal's body as well. There are over 6,000, even over 10,000 different remedies. I've been now working and assisting in a homeopathic pharmacy for 4 weeks this stage. And every single day, I am amazed what kind of remedies are available there. I just gave you an example that just completely blew my mind. Swimming pool water. So they made a remedy from swimming pool water. So if somebody can tell that I have never been well since I went to a swimming pool, and I've been getting regular earaches and rushes and whatever, symptoms they might be, that remedy could completely cure that person. Might not, because again, there might be a lot of other stuff beyond that layer, but just knowing there's a remedy made of the swimming pool water just blew my mind. Also, house dust. So many people has allergies. And when you know there is a particular thing that you're allergic to, they actually, the Helios homeopathic pharmacy in the UK can make a homeopathic remedy to the thing that you're allergic to, and you are able to kind of manage your symptoms with that very particular customized remedy. But that's way beyond the core of our presentation today. Okay, so last month we spoke about arnica, aconite, and nux vomica. Again, if you missed that presentation or you would like to have a link to it, just let me know and I would be very happy to share it with you so you can start compiling a library of the homeopathic remedies information. And today we're going to talk about 3 new remedies, and all belong to our topic, which is the burning desires and pains. Apis, Cantaris, and Ledum. These are the 3 remedies. So the first is Apis. So Apis is also known as honeybee. So that's the remedy. The little white peel is made of this little honeybee, a main homeopathic remedy used for insect bites. So if you, and that's the remedy I took. You remember my story that I went out and the bee just, stung my head? I came home and I took an Apis under my tongue, and it's a dry dose, 1 peel under my tongue, dissolves so nicely within a couple of minutes, and the pain just went away immediately. And also it wasn't swollen any longer, and the redness was gone as well. So it's all useful for different type of symptoms, like I mentioned. And yeah, itchiness is another thing that could help it with. So it's great for burning and stinging pain when the affected area is red and swollen, as I mentioned. Okay, when you're traveling to a mosquito-rich country, this is a must-have remedy in your purse to have. And when you take it right away, that actually gives you relief pretty much immediately. You remember this face from the movie Hitch? Yeah. So just remember Will Smith's face when it comes to allergic reaction, which, by the way, is not funny at all. Just his face is funny. Because some people can have a very, very, very bad allergic reaction, so bad. And while you're waiting for the ambulance to come, while you're waiting for a professional medical help to arrive, there is always something you can do. And what you can do is administer an Apis to the patient while you're waiting. And this is perfectly suitable for the people, okay, until at least the help arrives. All right, next one is Cantaris. Cantaris is a Spanish fly, beautiful green Spanish fly. And the homeopathic remedy is made from this brilliant beetle, which is found in Southern Europe. So it's a great remedy in sudden occurring violent onsets when you feel like being on fire. The sensation is burning and cutting, and the sharp pain is on the side of the bite. and the blister might appear. And you know, when there is a sting and the middle of the sting is black. So these are the signs that indicate that you might need Cantaris as opposed to Apis. So traditionally it was used for warts and rheumatic conditions. And now, in addition to help with the pain that occurred by a sting, it's also a wonderful remedy for UTI, urinary tract infections, and cystitis pain. So how do you know this remedy is indicated? So when you have a constant urge to urinate and you go to the toilet, you can pee a little bit, but then it stops. But you don't feel that your kidney and your bladders are completely flushed and empty. You still have the sensation that your bladders are not completely empty. And that's when you can take a Cantaris. And again, believe me, all of my patients that I've been given just reported an immediate relief after taking it. So it's a wonderful, wonderful remedy. And if you have a pain before, during, and after urination, that's again a wonderful relief for that. Okay. In addition to UTI and insect bites, when you have a minor scalds or burns in the kitchen, believe me, it happens a lot, or for sunburn, it also can be used. There are other remedies as well, which I would be more than happy to recommend you to use for burns or sunburn, but Cantaris is one of them. Okay. Okay, the last but not least, the third remedy is ledum. So ledum is a great homeopathic remedy for dark bruises, black eye, and any types of cuts and punctured wounds. So the great indication of ledum is when the puncture, the bite, turns blue, purple, or black. Okay, you see that flower. This is a beautiful white rosemary plant, and that's the plant they make the remedy from. But if you see that picture, it has a very thin thread-like flower. And if that goes into your skin, it would rupture your skin, and that would turn into blue, purple, or black. And that's the remedies for. So whatever it causes would cure. Okay. And yeah, very important, no matter what kind of animal might have bitten you or somebody around you, ledum is highly recommended to be given immediately. Ledum is a wonderful remedy to give because it's an anti-tetanus and prevent infection from developing. So again, while you're waiting for help to come, ledum needs to be given. It's a very sad story, just happened in our street a couple of weeks ago. An elderly lady was outside gardening in her front yard, and a big dog came, and the big dog completely bit her face. So one of the teeth went through her cheek and another tooth went through her scalp. So she had 2 punctured wounds in her face, in her head. She is all right now, and like, I wish that, you know, I could have helped her. Ledum would have given her immediate relief, and she wouldn't probably have needed to receive the tetanus at the end. But yeah, that's what it is. For you to know, it's a wonderful knowledge and skill to have. Okay, so now we have arrived to the last part of the presentation, and I just wanted to offer you some special offers. So first of all, if you'd like to know more about different homeopathic remedies, what can be used, or where are you in your life and what do you think you need help with, and you'd like my expert advice on what to do next, you can book a free 30 minutes consult call. Again, it's completely free, no obligation. It's just a chat, see what you need help with. And I promise you that this is what I'm doing now as well, giving you the information and my love and my knowledge completely free. That's what I'm going to do to you as well on a one-on-one basis, tailoring completely to your own questions and to where you are in your life. So book a free 30-minute consult call with me and see where it can bring you next. Or if you'd like to jump into and take it easy with the offer, I offer a homeopathic consultation. Now on my website, it's available for 75 euros, which is down already from 150. So it's already a discounted price available on my website. But the special offer for you today is 50 euro consultation fee for the first initial homeopathic consultation. It's a very, very good value, amazing opportunity to spend between 1 to 2 hours with me and see what kind of treatment you could start. You would be able to start a treatment. I will give you the remedy if you wish to take them. It's absolutely on you to decide whether or not you proceed with my recommendation, but at least there will be the consultation and remedies available to you to go ahead with. Or if you're like me, who is, all in, give everything to me. I need help right here, right now. I'm so ready. That's what I've been waiting for. The natural help that actually works. And you want to hear it from someone who's been a patient and a holistic consultant as well. That's your offer. Honestly, this is such a good value. Over 4,900 euros worth of consultation information and support given to you over a period of 3 to 4 months. And this is a complex, completely tailored, customized well-being program, life coaching program to you. And this is now available online on my website for 1,795 euro. But the special offer today is 999 euros. All of these special offers will expire on the 3rd of September. So if you'd like to avail of these amazing offers, you will need to let me know and book and pay by the 3rd of September. The appointment can take place after the 3rd of September, but we need to arrange that by the 3rd of September. So this is absolutely amazing. I really, as I said at the very beginning, like to care for people. I have always supported people. And that's why I have put my support into 3 different levels, categories, to make sure that everybody can find what they need at this point in time. So before we wrap it up, I just wanted to emphasize some of the feedbacks and share it with you that, people thought that my program will help anyone who's looking for a real and lasting change. And people came back to me saying, I actually felt better immediately, which is, by the way, an amazing result on its own. But they went on saying that I didn't just feel better, well, I was also being able to make changes that I didn't have the courage before to do. And another one said that they were able to take charge in their own life. And that's my, as I mentioned in the beginning, empowering you, encouraging you, and supporting you to take control over your own life care and happiness. And I'm here to support you with that. Okay, so if you're ready to meet your healthier and happier version of you in less than 3 months, basically, the 3 months wellbeing program is really for you. But again, if you want to take the first step towards the happier and healthier you might want to take it, 1 step at a time. That's absolutely no problem as well. info@archisland.com and www.archisland.com. These are my contact details, and 087-2840-277. Also my phone number. You can reach me on WhatsApp or text me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so we have Q&A. We are going to finish soon, but if there is any live question, please feel free to share. I would be very, very happy to answer you now on the call live. okay? Or you can type it in the chat box as well, if that works better. And while you are doing that, maybe I share some of the questions that's been asked from me. First would be, where are the consultations? So the consultations can be online, as I mentioned, but also if you do decide to like to meet with me in person, I'm based in Dublin 9 in Stuntry, which is Dublin 17/Dublin 9, very close to Dublin Airport. So literally 2 minutes from Dublin Airport, here in my little holistic clinic therapy room. I would be more than happy to welcome you, and we can have certainly, the initial chat. What's your working and opening hours? Yes, so I am very flexible. So I worked for corporate environment, and actually a very strict one, for 10 years. So I do appreciate and understand if people might not have that flexibility. Also, if you have family commitments and kids are in school. So long story cut short, I'm very happy to arrange individually and try to, line up with your schedule. Generally speaking, I'm available in the evenings and also one of the weekend days. And on some days, Tuesdays, but that could be again changed, could arrange a morning appointment as well. So just reach out and we'll discuss it. Okay, one more question. Can I sign up now and start later? Yeah, of course, as I mentioned, the special offer is valid until the 3rd of September, midnight. So if you let me know and make the payment, by the way, the payment is so easy to make: Revolut, PayPal, or through the website as well. I give you a special code. You just need to, or bank transfer, just let me know and we arrange it, offline, all those details. And then we arrange or agree and put it in the calendar, the first appointment, which would be obviously reasonable to be within a month, okay? Within 1 month. So by the end of September, the appointment should be. All right. Thank you so much for your attention. I really, really appreciate that you spent some time with me this afternoon. Please do share this video with anyone whom you think should learn this information and could benefit from everything I've shared. And just reach out and I share the link. It's going to be uploaded on YouTube so you can watch it. And if I can be any help or any assistance, just reach out. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day and the rest of the week. Bye.